From South Carolina Public Radio, this is Who, What, When, an hour of history, games, and trivia. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. In honor of Mother's Day this week, we're dedicating this episode to games all about moms.
That's right, Bran. Coming up later this hour, we'll see how well you know famous moms from history and play a special motherly edition of our game, History or Hollywood.
I think it sounds fun. If you think it sounds fun, all you got to do is give us a call and maybe you can join us.
Yeah.
Call or text us, 803-470-6347. One more time, that's 803-470-6347. Or you can send us an email to whowhatwhen@scpublicradio.org. You could have a shot at the title of Who What When Champion of the Week and our trophy. You know it, you love it, the Who What When Fanny Pack.
That's right, Bran. It's Sunday's Mother's Day.
Yes.
And it's time to celebrate all of our moms out there to make sure they know how special they are. Have you called your mom yet?
I mean, not yet. I still got a day, but as somebody who has 4 siblings, I think I might go ahead and maybe jump on it today, call her. That way, my brother and sister, they call on Sunday, and she'd be like, oh, well, you know who called me first? It was Bran. And this is big for me. I get number one son for another year. I already had it this past year, number one son.
And you're the baby. You're the baby of 5.
Yes.
So you're going to get number one son a lot.
I'm going to get number one son every year, but I like pretending like I like pretending like I have to earn it.
That's exactly right. Well, we're all about a sibling rivalry here on Who What When. That and history and games, of course. Did you know that Mother's Day was first officially observed here in the United States on May 10th, 1908?
1908? I did not know that.
Yeah, over 110 years of Mother's Day celebrations, and the first one took place in Grafton, West Virginia. That was the home of Anna Jarvis, who is seen as the mother of Mother's Day in America.
I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know about Anna Jarvis.
I'm glad you asked, Bran. Anne Marie Jarvis was born in 1864 and was the daughter of a woman named Anne Reeves Jarvis. The older Jarvis was very active in her community and their local Episcopal Methodist church. Like many other women in their Appalachian region at the time, Anne Reeves Jarvis suffered a lot of tragedy in her life. She gave birth to between 11 and 13 children, but only 4 of them made it to adulthood.
Oh my gosh.
The rest succumbed to diseases like measles and typhoid fever, which were epidemics during this time period. And it was because of this great loss that Anne became a local activist and community organizer.
That is a heartbreaking story, obviously, but it sounds like she was able to turn that grief into something positive, which is amazing.
She sure was, Bran. Anne began working with other mothers in the community to form what were called Mother's Day work clubs that worked to improve public health in the area. Jarvis and these clubs educated families about sanitary conditions and worked with them to help reduce disease and infant mortality. They even began doing inspections of the community's milk supplies long before food and safety standards were even put into place. During the Civil War, Anne Reeves Jarvis worked with these clubs and her church to encourage peace between the Confederate and Union soldiers and would provide aid to people on both sides of the war. After the war ended, she led efforts to help former enemies in her area come together in friendship.
It sounds like Anne Reeves Jarvis was amazing. I'm going to do for her what I do for all of my favorite people, which is chant their name and clap my hands. Anne Reeves Jarvis!
Yeah, she was a hero, Bran, and her daughter Anna definitely thought so as well. She devoted her entire life to honoring the work of her mom and mothers across the country, reaching out to political, community, and business leaders to promote the idea of a national day recognizing moms. And she succeeded, with President Woodrow Wilson in 1914 signing a resolution declaring the second Sunday in May every year as Mother's Day.
How about that? It sounds like we can thank the amazing Anne Reeves Jarvis and Anna Marie Jarvis for helping us celebrate moms everywhere. Thank you to them. Phenomenal.
Absolutely, Brandon. Speaking of celebrating, why don't we get to our first game?
That sounds like a great idea, Dano. And we have 2 contestants on the line right now who I believe are both mothers themselves.
Caller number 1, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Leslie, and I am from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, Greenville.
That's our hometown, Leslie.
Yeah, that Greenville.
Yeah, that Greenville.
Leslie, are we neighbors? Do you know?
I don't know.
Leslie, do you want to shout out possibly your mom or your kids or anybody for Mother's Day?
Well, my mom passed away in 2002,
Oh, wow.
Dorothy Lee. I certainly am thinking about her right now, but I will give a shout out to my beautiful daughter, Gabrielle Love, who lives in Indianapolis.
I love it, Gabriella. That's wonderful. Fantastic. And you're going to be playing against caller number 2. Caller number 2, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm from New Jersey.
Hi, Tara from New Jersey.
Tara, anybody that you would like to shout out today on this Mother's Day?
Sure. Shout out to my mom, who's in Lake Hopatcong, New Jersey, and my sister, who's actually down in Columbia, South Carolina. This will be her second Mother's Day.
I love that. I love that. Well, we got a great show planned for you two today. It's going to be a good competition. I can feel it.
You can feel it already.
Feel it
Let's
today.
dive into our first game so you can feel it, Bran. Our first game's called Mom's the Word. Are you okay?
Because of the phrase "mom's the word."
Because of the phrase "mom's the word,"
But it's mom.
But it's mom
For
That's
Mother's
exactly
Day.
right? So these are questions about pop culture, songs, movies, books. Most of them have mom or mother or ma or something in the title. There's a few that are more about it. But Leslie, the first question is going to be yours. Are you ready for your first question here on Mom's the Word?
I am ready.
This 2003 Fountains of Wayne hit single is completely above board, as this guy just wants to hang out with his buddy, who happens to be a girl, whose parents happen to be home. Okay, so it might be wrong, but he's in love with A, Mom of the Year, B, Stacy's mom, or C, Alien Mom.
Okay, well, see, this is 2003, right?
You got it.
Okay, I really wasn't into pop music at that time. I'm going to go with B, Stacy's mom, just because.
She's going with Stacy's mom, and she is correct.
Oh, Leslie. There you go.
Ah,
All that
yeah.
hemming and hawing, and she knew it all along.
I think you were just messing with us, Leslie. You listen to Stacy's
Yeah,
mom
that's right.
every day. That's right.
I love it. All right, it's 1-0. Terry, you ready for your first question here on Mom's the Word?
Sure am.
This 1991 dark comedy involves 5 siblings left alone all summer when their mom leaves town and the babysitter, well, doesn't make it. Starring Christina Applegate, Keith Coogan, and Josh Charles. Whatever you do, just A, don't tell anyone we're without mom. B, don't throw mom from the train. C, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Well, I've never heard of the first two. I definitely remember hearing a movie called Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, but I don't think I've ever seen it. So I'm going to go with C.
C, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead is correct.
Yeah.
It's a tie ball game.
Listen, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. You don't throw mom from the train.
You don't
do
it.
it.
That's a real movie. Don't
it?
throw mama from the train.
I wouldn't encourage you to do it.
Danny
That's all I'm saying.
DeVito in that movie. That's exactly right.
Hopefully that's not one from later on in this game.
It isn't.
Okay,
Don't
good.
worry. All right, Leslie, it's tied 1-1. The next question is yours here on Mom's the Word. Here we go. In a movie that was actually well ahead of its time, Michael Keaton stars as a husband that switches roles with his wife as she goes to work and he tries to tend to the kids, only to find it's way tougher than he imagined in this 1983 screwball comedy. Is that A, Mr. Mom, B, Mom for a Day, or C, Mother's Day?
I think it has to be Mr. Mom.
She says it has to be Mr. Mom, and
Does
she has to be correct.
Oh, there you go, Leslie.
Leslie's 2 for 2. Fountains of Wayne superfan Leslie, 2
right.
for 2.
Listen, we just go by what we've been told.
That's
okay?
right. Yeah. All right, Tara, the next question's yours. Here we go. Spoiler alert, this psychological horror film from filmmaker Darren Aronofsky featured Jennifer Lawrence waking up in a peaceful house with her husband only to be completely upended by the arrival of a mysterious couple who turn out to be Adam and Eve, as Lawrence's husband turns out to be the creator and Lawrence is, well, in charge of nature, I guess. Is it A, mother, B, mom, or C, ma?
Oh, wow. I mean, there's not a lot of variety in those. I have no idea, but let's see. Like, I guess if I think about like Mother Earth, if we're going kind of from a perspective of, you've got God, and then like some people think about like Gaia or Mother Earth, I want to say mother.
She wants to say mother. The clue in there was nature, in charge of nature, like Mother Nature. Tara caught that clue, and she is correct.
Listen,
Good.
amazing work, Tara. A lot of people may have been concerned that you were outthinking the room here, but you did not. You thought the room perfectly.
You're listening to Who, What, When, an hour of history, games, and trivia from South Carolina Public Radio. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. We're celebrating Mother's Day this week. Right now, our contestants Leslie and Tara are trying to figure out which pop culture mom we're talking about in our game, Mom's the Word.
All right, it's tied up. Leslie, the next question's yours. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Gary Marshall's holiday rom-com trilogy includes this star-studded affair featuring Julia Roberts, Kate Hudson, Jennifer Aniston, Jason Sudeikis, and more that come together for a generational story about moms. Is that A, Mother of the Year, B, Best Mom Ever, or C, Mother's Day?
Gee, that seems like something I would have heard about before. I don't think it's Best Mom Ever.
Okay.
All right, so Mother of the Year or Mother's Day?
I am going to say Mother's Day.
She's going to say Mother's Day, and Leslie is right again.
Listen, I love it when people just take their time and they let the answers kind of come
That's right.
to them.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to experience. I'm just having a great time.
Dynamite drop in, Brand.
I'm living in the beauty of a perfect game.
You are.
I'm
It's
starstruck.
a perfect game here on Mother's Day weekend on South Carolina Public Radio. Where else would you rather be?
Nowhere.
Leslie's got 3. Tara's got 2. The next question's hers. Here it comes, Tara. A top 10 Billboard hit in 1972 for Loggins and Messina, this song about how parents just don't understand how the kids party these days featured the title in the most famous lyric combined with Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll. Is that A, Your Mama's at Home, B, Your Mama Don't Dance, or C, Your Mama Don't Care?
That is tough. I was not alive in 72, so I don't think I've ever heard this song. I'm leaning towards it's either going to be Your Mama Don't Dance or Your Mama Don't Care. And you said the second lyric is Your Daddy's at Home, not home.
Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll.
Oh, Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll.
Yeah, it does change. That changes the whole ball game.
Yeah, it does. So, Your Mama Don't Dance, Your Daddy Don't Rock it. I'm going to have to say Your Mama Don't Dance because that makes more sense to me with if Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll, Your Mama Don't Dance.
Your Mama Don't Dance, Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll, but your Tara is correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, amazing. I don't think I've ever heard someone break down the Loggins and Messina track like that. It was beautiful.
It was
really well done, Tara.
surgical
Yes.
the way that was handled.
Really well
We
done.
got ourselves a perfect game going, Brand. It's getting real. It's getting real. It's 3-3. Leslie,
I almost didn't get out of bed today.
yeah, and you were like, "There's no way we're gonna have a perfect game."
No, there's no way.
Yeah, Leslie, here's your next question. This 1999 generational film swept the best foreign language film statues at the Oscars, the Golden Globes, and the BAFTAs. Directed by Spanish auteur Pedro Almodovar, this film tackled the subject of gender identity well before it became a mainstream conversation. Is that A, The Mother of Eve, B, All About My Mother, or C, Always My Mother?
Okay, well, I was definitely around in 1999, and I love Pedro Almodovar. I'm sure I would have seen that.
What would Pedro do?
I'm going to say All About My Mother.
She's going to say All About My Mother.
Yeah, All About My Mother.
She's correct.
Oh, wow.
She's
Okay, 'cause
correct.
I wasn't sure.
She's an Almodovar head. There's no way around it.
Between the Fountain of Wayne concerts and her trips to see the Pedro movies, I don't know how she has time to listen to this show.
It's unbelievable.
She's amazing.
All right, it's 4-3. Leslie has the lead. Tara has the board, a chance to tie it and keep the perfect game alive. Tara, here's your next question. While this song's title doesn't feature a matriarchal name, it's impossible not to think of the word mama when singing along with the iconic tones of Freddie Mercury in this infamous rock ballad by Queen. Is it A, We Will Rock You, B, Don't Stop Me Now, or C, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, wow. This is definitely out of my wheelhouse. Let's see.
You know Queen, right?
I know Queen, but I don't really know Queen.
Okay.
So We Will Rock You. Is that one of them?
We Will Rock
one of
You is
them.
one of them, yes.
We Will Rock You is one of
These
them.
are all three of them are definitely real Queen songs. I'll give you that.
Yes, I was going to say I've heard of all three of these names. So I'm going to go off of the clue, and you have to think about how Mama Don't Stop Me Now. So I'm going to go with B.
B, incorrect.
Oh, Tara.
Incorrect. That's actually...
Mama! ooh.
And any more, and we get flagged.
We'll get flagged, and we can't do that.
We're looking for Bohemian
Bohemian
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
It's okay, Tara.
classic ballad there. Don't Stop Me Now, my favorite Queen song.
Okay, there you go.
Story. Sneakily, my favorite Queen song. That's why I threw
Great
that
track.
in. Yep. All right, Leslie now has the lead. Leslie, you have a chance to advance that lead even further. This is your last question of the round. Here on Mom's the Word on Who What When. While this film doesn't technically feature the word mom in the title, that's because of the transformation of Jane Fonda's treatment of J-Lo as the mother of the groom in this 2005 rom-com. Is that A, Misery, B, Monster-in-Law, or C, Terror Down the Aisle?
Well, I know it's not Misery, and I never heard of Tear Down the Aisle, so I think it has to be the Monster-in-Law.
Monster-in-Law is correct.
Ooh, she can't be stopped.
Leslie with the perfect category there. All right,
Tara, I don't want to
listen,
make too big of a
there's
deal out of
there's a
this.
lot of game left to play.
Yes, you could miss this next question and you could still ultimately end up coming back, but it will make it a little bit harder. We would love to go into the first break with you only being down 1, and the only way we can do that is if you get this last question right. Tara, are you ready for
Somehow
it?
that made it worse.
I sure am. I'm
Okay.
ready for
I'm
it.
really sorry for hyping that up. That was too much.
Here we
I'm
go,
sorry.
Tara. In 2003, John Mayer thought it was time he tackled the generational importance of women as parents. Let's just say his take was basic in this track, which tells us that girls become lovers that turn into mothers, which is why they should be good parents, I guess. Is that A, daughters, B, mamas, C, grandmothers?
Oh, let's see. Girls that turn into lovers and then become mothers.
That's yes.
I'm sure it's not grandmothers.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
We're going to
Yeah.
strike grandmothers from the record.
Grandmother's off the list. John Mayer.
Yep.
Did he write a song called Daughters or Mamas?
I wish I knew. I know John Mayer's music, but I was trying to think of like what, would he be talking about daughters or is he going to be talking about mamas? I
That's
feel
the-
like
that's
he's
the big
probably
question.
talking about daughters
Okay.
because he's starting with girls. Girls become lovers and then become mothers.
Right.
Oh, man. 50-50 here.
Well, unless it's grandmothers. I know you don't think it's grandmothers, but grandmothers are still
not
technically
grandmother.
well, grandmothers are still technically on the board, is all I'm saying.
It's not grandmothers.
Well?
I guess I'm going to go with daughters.
She's going to go with daughters. She's correct.
Oh,
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girls,
actually, just got word. It's actually grandmothers, Tara. That's what you get. I'm kidding. You're right.
Girls become lovers, turn into mothers, so mothers be good to,
To your daughters too.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I didn't remember what the rest of the lyrics were, but I knew I've heard this song.
You got it, and that's all that matters, Tara. Which means that you're only down by 1 coming out of our first game. That's a big deal.
This is Who What When. I'm Daniel Thompson here with my co-host Brandon Gray. And in honor of Mother's Day this week, we're celebrating today with games all about moms.
Our contestants, Leslie and Tara, are off to a great start, and we'll see how they do in our next quiz about famous mothers throughout history.
That's coming up right after the break here on Who What When. Welcome back to Who What When, South Carolina Public Radio's Hour of History, Games, and Trivia. I'm Daniel Thompson here with my good buddy Brandon Gray, and this week we're celebrating Mom with special games for Mother's Day.
And before we get back to those games, a quick reminder that you can be a part of a future episode of Who What When. It is simple. Call or text us 803-470-6347 or send us an email to whowhatwhen@sdpublicradio.org. We'll holla back, y'all.
Holla back. Our contestants Tara from New Jersey and Leslie from South Carolina are playing with us today, and they both just happen to be moms themselves.
That's amazing. And you know what else is amazing? Our next game.
Sure is, Brand. This game's all about famous mothers throughout history. We're We're calling this segment Herstory of the World.
I like that.
Instead of History
I'll
of the World.
take
See
that.
what we did there?
It's very good.
Herstory of the World. Now, these questions, ladies, are all going to be about someone famous who also is a mom. So they're not famous for being a mom. They're famous for some incredibly important pioneering work that they did, and they also happen to be a mom. So every clue will end with the names of their kids, in case that will help you. So Leslie's going to start our round. Leslie, are you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. This pioneer for women's rights during the founding of the United States worked diligently to promote the equality of women long before it was in the mainstream discussion, even prompting her founding father husband to, quote, remember the ladies, end quote, in the country's founding documents, which he immediately did not. Mother to 6 children, including Susanna, Thomas, and John Quincy. Is that A, Martha Washington, B, Martha Jefferson, or C, Abigail Adams?
I am a history buff, and I am pretty sure it is Abigail Adams.
Abigail Adams is correct. Brandon, did you know that she knew John Adams was in the process of discussing what the government was going to look like, and she wrote a letter to him saying, hey, we just came from a tyrant that didn't give you rights. What if you gave everyone rights? And it didn't make the cut.
No, it didn't it didn't make the cut, and literally none of this story is surprising to
at
me.
all.
No.
None at all. That's right. All right, another point for Leslie. Tara, it's your turn to see if you can keep pace here. Here we go. This famous actor and business mogul's mom was Blythe Danner, a pretty famous actor in her own right. Whether it's Shakespeare in Love or Pepper Potts to Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, she does more than just goop. Mother to Apple and Moses. Is that A, Gwyneth Paltrow, B, Claire Danes, C, Julie Bowen?
Wow. I mean, I wish I had the first question. I think I could have done much better with that one. I'm going to go with Gwyneth Paltrow.
She's going to go with Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's right.
All right.
Oh, good.
Goop.
Okay.
Goop. Shout out to Goop.
Shout out Goop.
That's right.
Shout out Apple. I remember when Apple was born.
Yeah, that's right.
And the name Apple was out there. It was like, these celebrities. And now it's just
a pretty great name.
Pretty cool name.
That's
Apple's
exactly
pretty
right.
cool.
All right, Leslie, your turn here on Herstory of the World. Here's your question. Near, far, wherever her songs are, they're accompanied by what's considered one of the best singing voices on the planet. Along with the Titanic soundtrack, this queen of the power ballad also had hits in the French language and an established Las Vegas residency. Mother to Renee Charles. A, Patti LaBelle. B, Roberta Flack. C, Celine Dion.
That fabulous French-Canadian singer Celine Dion.
Oh, there she is, Celine Dion fan. We found her.
I actually saw the cathedral where she was married.
Oh my
How about
gosh.
that? All right, Leslie.
Leslie,
Yeah.
Did Fountains of Wayne have a concert
I don't
there?
just hang out at Harris Teeter listening to Fountains of Wayne, guys.
She doesn't just do that. She does do that. It's not all she does.
Celine Dion is correct. Leslie, perfect game so far for you. Tara, you got to keep pace here. It's important. Your next question here on Herstory of the World. This abolitionist, activist, and hero of slave liberation before and during the Civil War made over a dozen missions to rescue over 70 enslaved people as a part of a network of activists that became known as the Underground Railroad. Mother of Gertie. A, Harriet Tubman. B, Josephine Baker. C, Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Pretty sure Harriet Beecher Stowe is an author. I think it's Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman is correct.
Yes, Tara.
Wow, what a game.
I love the name Gertie.
Yeah.
I like the name Gertie.
Gertie's a good name.
It's a strong
for
name.
Sure. Absolutely.
Shout out Gertie.
This is Who, What, When, an hour of history, games, and trivia from South Carolina Public Radio. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. It is Mother's Day on Sunday, and so right now we're playing a game about famous moms throughout history. It's one that we're calling Herstory of the World.
All right, here we go. Leslie, next question is yours. Before being a mom to actor Kate Hudson, this Private Benjamin actor was already well on her way to stardom, starring in films like There's a Girl, The One and Only, Shampoo, and Foul Play. Is that A, Meryl Streep, B, Diane Keaton, or C, Goldie Hawn?
Well, see, now you've been asking questions about my generation lately. So this is a slam dunk. because I used to watch Laughing all the time. Her mom is the fabulous Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn is correct. Leslie knows her stuff.
Good.
Kate Hudson's mom, yeah.
Kate Hudson's mom,
Yep.
Goldie Hawn. Excellent job. Tara, the pressure's on here. Are we ready for our next question?
Sure. Go for it.
You sound like it. You sound like it
Not
for
so
sure.
confident.
Tara's like, I hope I lose.
I have another Queen question here, which is crazy. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Some would argue she's the spiritual mom of everyone. The founder of the Missionaries of Charity entered official Catholic sainthood in 2016. Is that A, Mother Mary, B, Mother Monica, or C, Mother Teresa?
That's definitely Mother Teresa. You're talking to a Catholic. So
Yeah.
I'm
Shout
pretty
out.
certain that's Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa, you can't miss that one.
Tara would have had to go on a confessional if she
it was
messed
a
that
whole
one up.
I know,
other thing.
right?
Forgive me, Father, I've sinned.
Yeah, Mother Teresa is correct. We got ourselves a barn burner here, Bran. There's no way around it.
It's amazing. This is just fun to watch.
Fun to
It's
watch.
see how it happens. And everybody's like, we got to get into brunch. And I'm like, just hold on.
Yeah.
You're going to want to see how this...
You're going to want to
You're gonna-
wait.
That's right.
I mean, do we have a whole other segment after this one? Yeah.
Yeah, can you listen to the podcast whenever you want to? Yeah.
Maybe get your Eggs Benedict to go.
Yeah, get it
You know
to
what I
go.
mean? All right, Leslie, your next question here on History of the World. Before becoming the First Lady, she graduated from Princeton University and earned her law degree, setting fundraising records in the city of Chicago for Public Allies, a nonprofit that helped youth get involved in social groups and nonprofits themselves. Mother to Sasha and Malia. Is that A, Jackie Kennedy, B, Michelle Obama, C, Laura Bush?
I know for certain that it is Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama is correct.
Leslie's game here has been very impressive. She started off a little rocky, but still got those ones right.
That's
and
right.
now it's just been smooth sailing for Leslie.
I feel like it took her as long to answer the Fountains of Wayne question as the rest of it.
I know. That one
She really,
was
like,
a
she
stumper.
grinded there for sure. All right, Leslie, another correct answer, perfect game intact. Tara, to keep pace and to match her, your next question here on History of the World. She was a fair lady, drank a coffee outside Tiffany's, all while being a fashion icon. This classic Hollywood legend was even inducted into the International Best Dressed Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Mother to Sean and Luca. Is that A, Ingrid Bergman, B, Katharine Hepburn, or C, Audrey Hepburn?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a Hepburn, but I don't know if it's Catherine or Audrey.
Yeah.
I think it's Audrey Hepburn.
Is that what we're going with?
That's the one I'm going to go with.
She's going with Audrey Hepburn. My Fair Lady, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn. That is correct.
There you go, Tara. Although I do like a scenario where you give us two Hepburns and it ends up being Ingrid. I do like that scenario as well. But
Shout out to
well
Ingrid.
done.
Yeah,
Shout out
for
Ingrid.
sure. Absolutely. All right, Leslie, here's your last question of the round. Are you ready?
Yep.
This star of Parks and Recreation also provides the leading voice in Pixar's Inside Out, and she's gone on to be a writer, host, and executive producer of Prestige Television. She's the mother to Archie. Is that A, Tina Fey, B, Rashida Jones, C, Amy Poehler?
Well, I know it's not Rashida Jones, much as I like her, because I don't know if she was in Parks and Recreation, which I never watched actually, but you hear so much about it. I'm going to say Amy Poehler.
She's going to say Amy Poehler. Leslie Knope, her namesake, Leslie here, is going to say Amy Poehler, and she's correct.
There you go.
Amy
Leslie, did
Poehler.
you know that Amy's name in that show is Leslie? You should watch it.
Oh, on Parks and Recreation?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
I will have to watch it.
There you
There's
have
a lot of Leslies in South Carolina, by the way. Yeah.
You got a number
Three
for
on
us?
my block.
3 on your
Three
block.
on your block.
There's 3 Leslies on my block.
She's just-
on the street.
She's just
Yeah.
Leslie from the block. That's fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Nicely done. All right, Tara, last question here. Little history of the world. Here it is. One of the most famous athletes in the world, when not dancing at the Super Bowl halftime show, she's a business mogul that owns brands like Will Perform, and even a stake in the Miami Dolphins. She also happens to be what many consider the greatest female tennis player in the history of the sports. Mother to Olympia and Adira. Is that A, Serena Williams, B, Venus Williams, or C, Daphne Williams?
Well, my daughter did a report on this woman, so it's got to be Serena Williams.
Serena Williams is correct. Brain, you look surprised over there. Did you know about the Dolphins thing or no?
I did not know about the Dolphins thing.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That was the thing I was news to me. Very cool.
Yeah, wow. What a couple of rounds here, Bran. At the end of 2 rounds, Leslie, perfect score. Tara, 1 question away. So that means in one of our closest matches, if not our closest match ever through 2 rounds, Leslie is going to go on to play for that fanny pack. Leslie, congratulations.
Yay!
Good luck.
Tara, thanks so much for joining us on Who What When. We really appreciate you, and you were just 1 question away, one Queen question.
Go ahead and listen to some Queen today, okay?
I'll try. Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Thanks, Tara.
This is Who What When. I'm Brandon Gray here with my buddy, Daniel Thompson. And in honor of Mother's Day on Sunday, we're celebrating with games about famous moms in pop culture.
Our contestant Leslie is heading to our final round for a chance to win that sweet, sweet Who What When fanny pack. Will she come out on top?
There's only one way to find out. Come on back after this break. You're listening to Who What When.
Welcome back to Who What When, an hour of history, games, and trivia right here on South Carolina Public Radio. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray, and this week we're celebrating Mother's Day with very special games for the moms in our lives.
That's right, Brandon. We'll get back to our contestant Leslie in our final round today in just a moment, and this is different, Brand. Our executive producer, Sean Birch, who we shout out each and every episode, has asked for a few minutes of our time
Looks
to
frantic.
join us now. This is wild. Sean, are you there?
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for letting me come on. I'm so sorry for interrupting the episode. I know Leslie wants to get to her last game.
Yeah.
But I wanted to share some news with you.
You going to ask us to donate money?
Not today, no. Okay. Listener, if you do want to donate to South Carolina Public Radio, you can, but no, that's not why I'm here.
I will say you do seem very serious.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
I'm okay, but somebody else is not really okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about our producer, A.T. Shire. The listener might not realize it, but he's actually not here today. He's out sick.
He usually pops
filling in.
and says he wants to quiz.
It did seem quieter, and we did seem to be moving quicker.
We weren't getting any notes. Yeah, interesting.
That makes sense.
He's under the weather, so basically you're producing today. Yeah. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate
awesome.
that.
I don't know why you needed to let us know,
cool.
but that's
awesome.
Really cool.
Good for you, dude.
Well, I'm always happy to. It's part of my role, but I will say he's more than under the weather.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He has moms.
Like he has more than one mom, like a mother-in-law or 2 moms? What do you mean?
I mean, he has mom's disorder.
Oh my God, he's got the mom's disorder? I've never heard of that. What is the mom's disorder?
It's an acronym. It stands for Maternal Object Misidentification Syndrome.
It sounds serious.
Oh, it's awful, Brent. It's awful.
Listen, I'm sure mom's is very serious.
Yeah.
What does it mean exactly?
Well, that's a very good question, Dan. Yeah. As the name suggests, A.T. keeps misidentifying movie and song titles and confusing some of the words in them for maternal words like mom, mama, and so on.
I feel like I'm going to regret asking, but can you give us an example?
You shouldn't have done that.
I can give you an example, yeah. So this second installment of an Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte police action comedy franchise is not just about busting bad guys, but also about how much they love their moms. Do you guys know what that would be?
Is it a mother 48 hours?
It is a mother 48 hours.
You know what,
Do you
Sean,
have the condition too, Dan?
I'm not trying to be insensitive to
we
whatever is going on with our producer, AT, who we love dearly.
We love him.
This is starting to sound not serious and also not real. Are we sure that moms is a thing?
I mean, yeah, like AT wouldn't lie to me to just take a day off of work, right? Like,
You sure about that? Oh.
that doesn't sound like him. But the good thing is we can help him.
How?
We just have to play a quiz that AT has sent
Okay.
along.
I bet I can figure this out.
Okay, so you're telling me that AT, he called out of work today because he has the mom's disorder, but also wrote a quiz, a game to help cure him of the mom's disorder. Is that correct?
It is, and it truly is unbelievable
Yeah.
that he was able to do that even though he's suffering from mom's disorder. It's, it really makes me appreciate him as a person.
I put an asterisk beside my thoughts and prayers. I want to be very clear, but let's play the game. Let's just do it
In honor of
whatever. AT.
AT.
Let's play the game.
All right, here's how this is going to work, guys. I'll give you clues about movies or songs that AT's brain just can't help but replace one of the words with mother, mom, mommy, mama, things like that.
Got it.
Let's get to our first one, okay?
I love it.
Yeah, baby. This 2002 third, and as of this taping, final film in the Mike Myers-led franchise that includes characters like Dr. Evil, Mini-Me, and introduced us to the character Foxy Cleopatra, played by Beyonce.
Yes.
If you had mom's disorder, what would you call this movie?
Now, I'm going to have to defer to Dan here. Obviously, I know it's Austin Powers. I don't know what the third one is.
The third one's
titled.
called Goldmember. So my guess is Austin Powers' Goldmother?
Very close. Very close. It's Austin Powers' Gold Momber.
Goldmember.
We're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you. We're helping AT. That's all that matters.
That's all that
today, guys.
matters. We got to
I
fight
don't know
moms.
how this helps him.
Get
but okay.
to your local public radio
We gotta do it.
station and
That's right.
also help your friends with moms.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, give me another one. I'm going to try to get this one.
Here's the next one, okay? This 2000 movie starring Denzel Washington is about a high school football team forced to integrate, and again, is all about how much they love their mothers.
Can I try this
Can
one?
you do this one? Yeah, sure.
Remember the Titans.
You nailed it, Brand. That I'm
Dude,
so
I can
proud.
feel the oxygen coming back into
AT's
lungs.
lungs.
it
Did he have a
feels so
breathing
good.
issue? His moms have a breathing
Yeah,
component?
what is
He
the
does.
Okay. Yeah.
It's helping him. It's helping him.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next question.
Okay.
Before he was Captain America, Chris Evans starred as the biggest, most popular jock in school in this parody of high school movies from 2001.
So the movie is not another teen movie.
Okay.
Is it Mom, another teen movie, or Not Another Teen Mommy?
you hit two of them that were almost right. It's not a mother teen movie.
Oh, not a mother
What
teen
in the
movie.
world?
I know. We're letting off some steam. I know it's hard, but I pray for y'all's understanding during this trying time.
No,
listen,
this is
we
for
get
you,
it.
AT.
Let's do another one, all right? This movie that stars Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, I think, is from 2004 and is about erasing an ex from your memory. Did Severance sort of rip off this idea?
Yes, they did. The movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Eternal Momshine of the Spotless. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mom. Eternal Sunshine of the Momless.
Moms?
You're so close. It's Maternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, maternal. I got to be honest. I now am understanding why this mom's disorder is such a big deal.
Oh,
This-
it's debilitating.
It can get us all.
He couldn't have come to work
No.
today.
Yeah, he needed to stay home, and I'm just so thankful he wrote this for us.
Yes.
All right, let's get to our next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride. This timeless hit by Lou Bega peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1999. But if you added your favorite parent, it would be even more than that.
It's Mamba.
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 Mamba. Number 5.
It is Mambo number 5. Congratulations, y'all. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Okay.
We're doing it.
That was the exact same title.
It's the same title, just said a little
Change the A to
different.
an O.
I don't. I'm not hearing it. I'm
Mamba.
so sorry.
This is for you, buddy.
Let's move to our next question.
Okay.
This Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg produced World War II miniseries from 2001 had an absolutely stacked cast and is generally regarded as one of the best miniseries of all time.
Yeah, you know this one?
Band of
Mothers.
Band of Mothers.
Band of Mothers.
That's right. You
Band
got
of
it.
Mothers.
You got it.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next one. Cover your heart if you've betrayed Shiva when watching this second installment of the Harrison Ford-led action archaeology movie franchise. What would you call that movie?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? What could be a mom there?
Indy Mama Jones?
Indy Mama Jones? Indy Mama Jones?
Indy Mama Jones?
I appreciate
Indiana Jones and the Momple of Doom.
I so appreciate you all taking a chance here. It's actually Indiana Jones and the Temple of Womb.
Of womb. That has nothing to do with
Womb was not an option I was given earlier.
I don't
want
know.
that on the record.
When you described
I know.
moms as a disorder, it did not say anything about wombs.
But moms have wombs, and of course we're all from those wombs.
course.
So let's shout out our mom's
hey,
wombs,
shout
real
out,
quick.
shout out to moms.
And their wombs.
and the Momple of Doom.
All right, here's our final question.
Okay, all right.
You had me at hello. This Tom Cruise and Renee Zellweger rom-com introduced the world to Jonathan Lipnicki and also reminded us to say hi to our moms every once in a while.
Jerry Maguire?
Jerry Maguire?
Or Jerry Maguire?
Maguire. Jerry Maguire.
I will accept that one. It's Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Is what we were looking for.
Okay, well,
there.
that seems like the wrong answer.
That was correct. And,
Okay.
And guys, I think we've done it.
Is he
we
healed?
did it?
Yeah, I just got a text from him. He said playing this game has cured his moms.
All right.
Oh, man, I'm so thankful to you both for doing this.
All right, Sean, I got to be honest with you. The mom's disorder AT sounds completely fake. I think he made this whole thing up because he loves to quiz.
He did send a picture along with the text. And
Okay.
you know what? It looks like he's actually out playing golf.
That
today.
sounds
He's
like
playing
That
golf.
sounds more real than mom's.
All right. The two of you were right. I think he did make up this entire thing just to get out of work. I'm just going to have to go give him a call right now, okay?
Yeah,
This is
you
unbelievable.
do that.
Go do that.
Do you want to let people know how they can give before, or do we want to say that for the end?
You can give by calling 800-256-8535 or going to southcarolinapublicradio.org.
Right.
But that doesn't matter right
That's
now.
what your mom
Brandon.
would want.
That's what your mom would want, of course.
Yeah.
And I need to go talk to AT. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. How about you go talk to him, and we'll get to our final game while you go and do that.
Thanks for joining us this week on All Things Considered, Sean.
Thank you both.
You're listening to Who What When, South Carolina Public Radio's hour of history, games, and trivia. I'm Daniel Thompson, here with my friend and co-host Brandon Gray. We're honoring Mother's Day this week with games all about famous moms.
And before we get to our final game, we do want to remind you that you can be a contestant on this show. All you got to do is call or text us. It's 803-470-6347, or you can send us an email to whowhatwhen@scpublicradio.org.
Our contestant Leslie from Greenville, South Carolina, bested fellow mom Tara in our first two rounds. Now she has the chance at a Who What When fanny pack by completing our final game today. It's called History or Hollywood Mom Edition. Here's how this game will work, Leslie. Bran will give you dramatic readings of quotes about moms and motherhood that either came from movies and TV or they were said by someone famous throughout history. All you have to do is tell us if the quote is history or Hollywood. You ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right, it's History or Hollywood Mom Edition. The first quote from Brandon Gray starts right now.
As she guided me through these last 18 years, I don't think she ever realized that the person I most wanted to be was her.
Whew, it's good stuff. Leslie, what do you think? History or Hollywood?
I think that sounds kind of like a script. So I'm gonna just say Hollywood.
Sounds like a script. She's going to say Hollywood. It is Hollywood. It's from one of Bran's favorite shows, The Gilmore Girls.
I love
gosh,
that show.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen
Leslie,
it
I'm
either.
coming over. We're going to watch it together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. There's going to be that in Fountains of Wayne and Almodovar. What a day.
This is a great day. Oh, my
Great
God.
day. That's exactly right. All right, you got one. You need four more. History or Hollywood Mom Edition. Next quote from Bran starts right now.
Dear baby, I hope someday somebody wants to hold you for 20 minutes straight, and that's all they do. They don't pull away. They don't look at your face. They don't try to kiss you. All they do is wrap you in their arms and hold on tight, without an ounce of selfishness to it.
It sounds pretty, again, scripted, so I'm going to say Hollywood.
Bran, she's still got a perfect game going.
good.
It's Hollywood again.
She's good.
That is actor Kerry Russell in the film Waitress.
There you go.
Waitress.
Oh, okay.
That's who that is.
I like Kerry Russell.
She's great.
We love her
Oh,
too. We got her on the
Felicity.
line, Carrie. We do not. I'm
Nope,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
That would have been pretty good.
That would have been great if we had just all planned this just for a Kerry Russell appearance.
Dear baby.
All right. Next question here on History or Hollywood Mom Edition. Bran, take it away.
Motherhood has relaxed me in many ways. You learn to deal with crisis. I've become a juggler, I suppose. It's all a big circus, and nobody who knows me believes I can manage, but sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do. Gotcha. Leslie, what do you think? Is it 3 Hollywoods in a row or is it history?
Again, it seems a little bit scripted, but at the same time, I don't think it's 3 in a row. So I'm going to say that this time it is history. Yeah.
And Leslie is correct once more.
Expert gameplay over there.
That's Jane Seymour. That's Jane Seymour.
Oh, okay.
Who's Dr. Quinn.
But
who's,
she's an actress.
she is, but this
she was
is
just
this is
saying
her in
it as
real life.
herself.
This is her in real
Okay.
life. So there you have it. All right, Leslie, you're going to make quick work of this. If you get 2 more right, you get the fanny pack. That's just how it is. Go ahead, Bran, whenever you're ready.
I believe the choice to become a mother is the choice to become one of the greatest spiritual teachers there is.
Well, I mean, that sounds pretty genuine. Yeah, that sounds like history.
Sounds like history, and guess what? It's going to come as no surprise to anyone that Leslie's right again.
I am beginning to have a sneaky suspicion she might win.
That is Oprah Winfrey. So, all right, here's where we are. Leslie has a perfect game. She's 4 for 4. We have 4 quotes left. All she has to do is get one of them, and she takes home a Who What When fanny pack. Just one. That's all she's got to do. The pressure's just squarely not on her. She's got this in the bag, I feel like. But you got to get one more right, Leslie. Here we go. History or Hollywood, Mom Edition. Bran, take it away.
To describe my mother would be to write about a hurricane in its perfect power, or the climbing, falling colors of a rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like something that somebody wrote, but I'm going to do a 50-50, and I'm going to say history.
This is one of the best games ever played. I can't believe that one didn't fool her. 3 histories in a row. Leslie is correct again.
A master class from Leslie.
That is Maya Angelou, Leslie.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
One of my favorites.
Excellent job, Leslie. You're 5 for 5. You have a perfect game. Not only are you Who What Win Champion of the Week, you've won a Who What Win fanny pack right here on South Carolina Public Radio. Leslie, this was above and beyond. Very impressive.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you. You're if we ever have a tournament of champions.
It's got to
Well, please do.
Yeah, Leslie and Houston battling off in
can
the
you
Thunderdome.
imagine?
It would be fantastic.
I love that idea. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
And that brings us to the end of this special Mother's Day edition of Who What When. Thanks to our contestants Leslie and Tara for playing with us today, and congratulations again to Leslie for winning today's show. And of course, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, including ours, Dan.
That's right, Bran. Our producer is A.T. Shire. Our executive producer is Sean Birch, who sends his love to his mom and his mother-in-law today. This show's a production of South Carolina Public Radio and is made possible in part by listener contributions to the ETV Endowment of South Carolina.
Join us for a future episode of Who, What, When. Just call or text us, 803-470-6347, or you can send us an email to whowhatwhen@sdpublicradio.org.
You can find out more about the show at our website, southcarolinapublicradio.org/whowhatwhen.
And you can listen to an extended version of the show on your favorite podcast app or through your smart speaker.
I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. Join us next week for more history, games, and trivia right here on Who, What, When.